Hey YouTube, quick video. This is a Stagg bass that does have a number, which I saw one for sale the other day, which I will look up and put in the title. It's got a really inventive number. It's like an EB300 or something like that. So actually you can sort of see this is purple. You see it's got a few chunks out it. This was incredibly dirty when I got it. Did a trade with a guy in the Guitar Trade Centre in the Purple Orange Arts venue in Bathgate. Swapped it for a Vox amp. These basses, I've had a few of these. I was kind of hoping when I got it was the short scale one, because this is the full scale 34-inch one. There is a 30-inch one which I have turned into a couple of 6-string basses, because they work really well. Because it's wider than a Fender 6-string bass, so you end up with more space when you put the ones that I've got. You can cut this into a coffin shape and then put 6 tuners on it and stuff like that. This one wasn't working when I got it, so I had to put the pickup, the neck pickup was burst, or the P-bass pickup was broken. Bizarrely, both coils dead. I don't know. I assumed that only one half would break. You know, you get 2 coils. Why wouldn't? But you can. I've ran the multimeter over both of them dead. So this one, these are axle designed by EMG, which I got in a parts lot ages ago. They kind of suit us, but I think if you rub them a wee bit, you probably be able to take off the logos. And a PJ pickup. These come with a high mass bridge. I mean, these are quality stuff. I think you can get them under different makes other than Stagg, like the exact same bass, but they're just rock solid and good. The looks, I quite like it's purple, to be honest. Maybe bucky purple. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this, but decent closed tuners, a nice chunky neck profile, 24 frets, volume tone. I like these. I'm kind of tempted just to sell this. I get called, the reason this video's a bit late, I get called, there was a bit of a bargain kicking up in Edinburgh, so it's like, yeah, so I've not even had a look at that yet. I played it in the guy's house. So I'm playing a bit of bass. And as usual, I'm not super, I don't really need the jazz bass pickup. So I'll use the P-bass pickup mostly. Using the Marshall 150 bass amp. No tone. So this one has actually had some serious abuse impaled on it. The fact that it was so dirty, it was like I had the fairy liquid out and everything, just trying to get it. I didn't know it was until I'd been cleaning it for about 20 minutes. Didn't realise it was purple. So bit of a dink there. That's kind of it, really. When I say it's pretty beat up, that's not really that beat up. It's just that. But it looked like someone had attacked the neck with an axe. I actually saw this. But the day I got this, on my way home, I went to Scott's and we were having a look at it, and it's been hacked. There, you can really see it. Well, you can actually. It's been I coloured it in with a brown pen, kind of sanded it down and sorted it. It was the fret had been bashed up, so I basically just filed it down, and you honestly wouldn't even notice. I'd kind of forgotten. I was thinking of taking this bass down to Download Festival, just as a shitty bass to play. But it's not shitty, it's good. I suppose it's got the jazz bass pickup. I prefer. Hold on. Maybe there is something in the jazz bass. I think maybe on its own the jazz bass pickup doesn't really do very much, but when you've got the two of them on, it does give you a nice boing sound. When you turn it off, and a wee bit of a sweet spot thing going on there. you're going for that you can call me Al sound. So I mean, really, the thing I've got against this sort of thing is I just don't like this sort of shape. Yamaha do them, Ibanez do them, Sound Gears. I mean, you're top quality, amazing basses. For practical purposes, it's great because it balances well. You've got the 24 frets if you would ever want to be up there. I wouldn't, but for me, if they just made this bass but made it look like a P bass or something, it would be much better. Stagg do make P basses, but they're not as ergonomic. You know, it's kind of, that was Leo's first attempt at a bass. So when I've actually even set this pedal to funk, it's like I can't play funk. Can't play funk. I was annoying Civet last night by playing I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt, just getting a good bass line. But now I can't remember it, which is probably good. It's not something that I'm particularly proud of. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Yeah, so I kind of don't want to chop this up because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You know, buckify it or doing one of the reasons I can't really buckify it is because it doesn't have a scratch plate, so it's like, what, did I just paint it green? Whereas if you've got a scratch plate, you can paint the scratch plate yellow. I suppose maybe turn it into the, I don't know, like a Star Wars, maybe a Star Wars bass or something. But to be honest, I don't like doing that to guitars or basses that are actually pretty good. So I might just sell it off, and it's like if you're getting this as a beginner bass or something like that, now that it's all set up, they're fantastic. Just I'm not keen on the look of them, but and I'll try and play it up high. I never play the bass up high anyway, so it's all different stuff to me. Yeah, so if you're using this for like doing your at-home 4-tracky DAW or whatever, people don't see the bass. Sounds and plays amazing, and it's purple, which is pretty cool. Just the shape. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just bigoted. I like it. But in saying that, I mean, these aren't. That's not a normal shape. You know, it's very obvious just to go for P bass, jazz bass, blah blah blah. So I suppose kind of it is a P bass sort of, innit? Kind of. It's got the P bass pickup, P bass scale. Yeah, kind of there. So you might see this up for sale over the weekend, quite cheap. If it was more bits missing or something like that. So as I said, it's like good tuners, fantastic neck. This does have some bashes here on it, but you don't feel them or see them at all, to the point of I'd completely forgotten they were there. Because I got this, I don't know, about a month ago or something like that. Fixed this bit and then kind of just left it because it was pure grotty. But I mean, the fact that it was pure grotty has kind of saved the colour in below. So I mean, it is a pure vibrant purple, apart from this bit here, which has been sandpapered a wee bit. Because it's been, and you can actually see the wood grain through it, so it is wood. It's not plywood or MDF or anything like that. And it's got a high mass bridge, which basically just means that bit there is thicker, kind of like a badass thing, rather than just being a folded piece of metal. It's a cast piece. And as I said, EMG pickups. Well, I don't know how EMG axle designed by EMG are actually. It does say they must have something to do with it. I wonder if it was just a case of we'll give you 50 pence a guitar if we're allowed to put EMG on our pickups. I don't know. They're not active or anything like that. I don't know if they've got anything to do with EMG really, apart from they do say that on them. But I think it might be probably an upgrade, assuming, well, definitely an upgrade, seeing as the previous pickups are in the bin. I learnt my lesson there. What I did was I didn't bother putting them back into my pickup box, so at some point in the future I build a bass, put those pickups in, they don't work. So that's something I'm still recovering from with pots. I used to take pots out of guitars and it'd be like, you know, the pot's burst, take it out, and it would just end up in my parts box. So now when I get a pot that's broken, I take the nut and the washer off because they're always handy, and it goes straight in the bin. Like, so I don't ever accidentally build a guitar, put that volume pot in it, and then that's why it didn't work. Fantastic bass. On Facebook, soon, cheap, 75 quid, something like that. Like, well worth that for getting a bass that's actually totally functioning. And if you're buying this for learning, you can't go any wrong, really. It's just one of those ones that I feel personally, if I was up doing a gig with it, I mean, I would it's totally good enough to gig, but I want to be playing something a bit cooler, looks wise, more than anything else. Rock on, catch you later.